So the trailer for Predator Badlands dropped, I believe, Thursday, and it left a lot of people with some questions, especially the look of the Predator that we're gonna get in this film. I already knew that this, the route they were going, that this is most likely a young Predator, and he has to prove himself to whatever clan or tribe he's with. Now there was something in the trailer that I missed. Um, the one that I forgot what her name is, but I think Ella Fanning or something like that. Um, I think she's an android, Wailing Utani android. So they're pretty much saying that this is in the same universe as the Alien franchise. Pretty much setting the Easter eggs for Alien versus Predator. Now that is fire, but we're gonna get to know more about the Predator we're gonna get, and what is, what's the motive, and what's the reason why. We know the reason they love to hunt, but still, what is the reason why he is doing this and going to this planet? So let's get into it. So the new Predator is called Deck, and it's played by Demetrius Stusser. I'm not gonna say his last name, but Deck is described as an underdog yautja, a runt. In the protagonist role, Predator movies typically feature yautja in antagonist roles, which I'm very excited for. And it says here, Deck selects his hunting ground, a death planet called Kalisk, and it's here he fights to prove his worth to his father and for acceptance within his own clan, which I expected. Now it's called the Death Planet, which I'm glad they're going to a different planet, because we haven't really explored the different planets that exist in this universe and the different species and everything that these predators go up against, and he's a youngin, so he's trying to prove himself. And it says here, Deck clearly has a different design to the predators that have come before him, with some saying he looks a lot more human-like than expected. Deck is also not as big or tall as some of the Predator villains we've seen in previous films, which fits with his runt protagonist role. Okay, I like that. I like that. We know Predators look different in every film, and what they're saying, he's a runt. He's an underdog, and I'm loving it. I love the route they're going with this story for sure. And it also says Predator Badlands is Deck's story, but he's not alone on Kalisk. He also works with a character played by Ella Fanning. Now, I believe that's a Wailing Utani android, like I said at the beginning. But honestly, that's all that really matters. He talks about, the director talks about the inspiration for these characters and everything, and the inspiration with the route they're going. And hold on, it says Trachtenberg was, as you expect, tight-lipped on those alien connections and Fanning's character's natures. This is a quote. There's a unique hook to her character that is exciting in the pairing of her and Deck. Okay, so I'm glad they clarified a lot more. That was a teaser trailer, so it is not really more. You didn't really get much from that, but the movie looks fire. It's different because we're going to a different planet, and this is about a character trying to prove himself. We've seen these I think it only happened one time when we seen one that had to prove himself. I think it was Alien versus Predator, the first one. But I'm glad we're going down this route, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen, bro. I can't wait to see this film. But that's all I gotta say about this. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.